Welcome back to another episode. Today's topic are when things are broken. So broken is the topic of today. And so, as someone who loves things that work well and are well designed, I have an affinity to want to fix things. And so I have a long laundry list, probably about the size of my arm, of all the things that I've been working to fix over the past months, the past years. But there's also a list of things that I just said, nah, I'm not going to fix it. It's not going to be worth it. And one recent thing was an air fryer. It was a Christmas gift of 2019 that I got for my wife, and she loved it. And she had many good uses out of it. We had many good meals from the air fryer. And so if you're not familiar with an air fryer is, if you remember the old-fashioned fryers, remember McDonald's and going to fast food restaurants, and there's that big plat of oil that they soak the fries in. That's a fryer. And essentially the old-school fryers had a lot of oil that essentially everything was cooked in. So even though the food was delicious and it tasted awesome, it was essentially laced with oil, right? So what the air fryer does is it uses a different type of technology that doesn't require oil. And it actually cooks out the oil from the foods you actually eat. And so they taste great and they have less oil. So that's kind of the big appeal for them. And I remember last year they were all the craze and my wife had to have one. So I went to Target and found, I think, a Power XL air fryer. And it worked well for a year. And then it died. It overheated. And it just never turned back on again. So I was thinking to myself, oh, do I open it up? Do I fix it? And then I saw some of the other options on the market. And my wife is also a huge Instant Pot fan. So if you're not familiar with that, Instant Pot is a pressure cooker that you can cook all sorts of amazing meals in. They keep coming up with all these new pieces of technology that pretty much is going to make the kitchen obsolete one of these days. But the kitchen is still in place. But again, I have to catch up with all the gadgets that my wife actually loves. So today we're going to be saying goodbye to the air fryer. I put it, or the broken air fryer, I put it in the garage, and I'm going to be throwing it out or donating it, whoever actually wants to take a crack and fix it. But the big reason I wanted to talk about things that are broken is sometimes you have to make a decision of whether you're going to fix it or replace it. And in this particular case, we decided to replace it. So here is the old Power XL air fryer right here. It was pretty good while it lasted. Again, the design looked pretty interesting, but again, it just didn't stand the test of time, unfortunately. But my wife now has a new air fryer with a second Instant Pot. So now she's got a 6-quart and an 8-quart, which she loves. And there's a special attachment that actually goes on top of the Instant Pot that turns it into an air fryer. How cool is that? And what makes it even cooler, I personally think, is that every time I see my wife cooking with it, it reminds me of Back to the Future. It reminds me of the Delorean, where essentially, well, take a look for yourself. So I think it's super cool. I forget the company that actually came out with it, but I'm going to list it. I'm going to list it as soon as I check it out or find out more about it. But just very happy I found something that works better. I think that's even cooler to look at and reminds me of the movies every time my wife actually cooks. So I think that was a fair trade-off. She's happy. She has 2 Instant Pots now and can use the air fryer with both. And it was a much more efficient use of my time. So again, sometimes you have to figure out, is it worth fixing it or is it worth replacing it? All right. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to catch you on the next episode. Bye.